Hey guys, Mrs. Tally here, coming to you on a Friday evening. Just wanted to make a quick video, and my pizza here, on multi-step operations with decimals. So remember in class when we did multi-step operations, it's just more than one step. And we're going to be dealing with word problems that have decimals in them. So I'm going to do a couple of problems here for you. And then we're going to look at some just order of operations. So if you take a look here at number 2, we've got Abe had $12 to buy some clothing. He spent $6.90 on a t-shirt. He then used the rest of his money to buy 2 identical pairs of socks. So we want to know how much did he pay for just one pair of socks. Okay, lots of things going on there. We can kind of picture that in our head, that he is going to the store. And so let's go back and reread and go sentence by sentence, just picking out those details that we're going to need. So let's look at this first sentence. Abe had $12 to buy some clothing. Yeah, we're going to need to know that to find out how much you paid for that one pair of socks. So he started off with $12. Then I can see he spent $6.90. So spent is telling me I'm going to subtract. So we need to take that $12 and subtract $6.90. And so when you do that, you have to line up your decimals, and you have to do a little borrowing here, and you can see he has $5.10 left after he spent the $6.90. So then it says he used the rest of his money to buy 2 identical pairs of socks. So I need to take that money he has left. We know he bought 2 identical pairs of socks, so they're going to cost the same amount. So all we have to do is take that $5.10, divide it by 2. There's no decimal in the divisor, so I just need to bring that decimal up and divide. 2 goes into 5 2 times. We have 1 left. Bring down the 1. 2 goes into 11 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. When you subtract, you have 1. Bring down your 0, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. So how much did he pay for one pair of socks? $2.55. Alrighty, let's do one more. Let's take another. So how many steps did we do to solve that problem? We did 2 steps. So let's look at number 3. We have Patricia here. She has a lot of holiday packages to mail. She has 2 packages that each weigh 6 9/10 pounds. And 12 packages that each weigh 40 pounds. What is the total weight of the packages? So yes, I can see she has a lot of packages. She definitely does. And man, they are some heavy packages. I wonder what she's shipping. That is very curious. So let's take a look. Reading it back sentence by sentence. Patricia has a lot of holiday packages to mail. Don't need anything there though to solve. She has 2 packages that each weigh 6 9/10 pounds. So they both weigh the same amount. I'm going to have to find a total weight, so I know I can just multiply 6.9 times 2 to find out how much those 2 packages weigh. Let's keep reading. She has 12 packages, wow, that each weigh 40 pounds. Wonder what's in those packages. Well, again, I can see and kind of feel like that's repeated addition. Sorry for that awful noise, but I'm not going to remake this video, so here we go. Let's keep going. They're working on our fire alarm, sorry. So we're just going to keep plowing through. So I need to multiply these 2, and to find the total weight, I'm going to add them together. So I'm going to go here to 6.9 times 2. I'm going to move that decimal out of the way. Multiply like I know how to do, and when I get that answer I get 138, but wait, I have to put that decimal back in. And so now I'm going to multiply 12 times 4. I can see there's a 0 at the end of that number. I'm going to just bring that on down, and 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 1 is 4. And all I need to do to find the total weight of all the packages is add those together. And so I'm going to add a decimal and 2 zeros at the end of that 480, because you know when you add decimals you have to line up the decimals. And so I can see that those packages weigh 493 8/10 of a pound. Wow, those are some heavy packages. I do not want to see the bill to ship those packages. Okay, so that's multi-step. Multi-step operations. So you can have 2 steps, you might even have 3 steps, which is what we did here. 1, 2, and then 3. So those are word problems. Let's look at the back of this paper. And so I just wanted to point out to you really quickly these top 6 problems here. If you can see, there's more than one operation that's going on in these problems. So I just want you to remember your order of operations. So in 5th grade, it'll be, this is not the exact order of operations, just so you know, but you learned part of the order of operations. Grouping. There is something called exponents, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Multiplicative and additive. So grouping can be parentheses, brackets, absolute value bars. It could even be a fraction bar. Okay. Multiplicative stands for multiplying or dividing, whatever comes first from left to right. And then additive can be adding or subtracting, whatever comes first from left to right. So I'm just going to do a quick example here for you. Go ahead and do number 6. So if you look at number 6, you can see in the numerator I have 1 9/10 plus 7 2/10 divided by half. Now on this problem right here, I want to go ahead, before I can divide anything out, I have to simplify what's in the numerator. Remember I said that fraction bar can mean a grouping symbol. We've got to do what's in the grouping symbol first. So we've got to add this 1.9 plus 7.2. That's going to be my first step here, because I have to know what this is before I can divide it. So 9 plus 2 is 11, carry the 1, 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Just bring down that decimal. So now you have 9.1 divided by 0.5. So now that I know what's in the numerator, I can now divide it. Remember, top dog goes in the house. So 9.1 divided by 0.5. Remember, you can't have a decimal in the divisor, so you have to move it over, bring it up, and divide. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my division. Can 5 fit into 9? Yes, it can fit into it 1 time. And when you multiply and then subtract, you get 4. Bring down the 1. How many times can 5 fit into 41? 8 times. And when you subtract, you have 1, but you can't have a remainder here. You've got a decimal, so you can go ahead and add a 0. Bring it down. How many times can 5 fit into 10? 2 times. And when you get that, that is your solution, 18.2. So that expression simplifies to 18.2. I hope this video helps, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys all on Monday.